get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Mike set. Mike 18.
Crunch time, defense.
They go play action here on first down. This is intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Good. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift. Punt, 64. Weak. Crash.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Too easy. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Wild Bill. 22, Jet, Bomber, 3, 22, Jet, Bomber, shut up. Blitz!
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Mike 20.
On second and 10, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the run. 49. Alert. 49. Orbit. Motion. Mike 20. Here we go.
Now Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike.
Let's go, D.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Go on, go on.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Slam,
Hey.
slam. Bravo.
And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
To throw again, Daniels completes it to Benjamin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that will be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him, AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right?
And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Let's do this.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
16. Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
There we go.
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. All day, baby, all day. 54. Here we go, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Fielded at the 20. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
On the set.
58. 58's the Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch QB draw.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Come on, set. 10, touch scared.
I'm coming.
Echo.
I'm coming.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better talk
Well,
to
maybe
your boy.
that can give him a
You
little
better
bit of a
talk to your boy,
pick-me-up,
have
a little bit of a
him protect
jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Here we go.
Mike, 58.
Henry.
58's the Mike.
Off.
Not ready.
58, right over there, right? Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Bound to lose one.
Kill.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, Mike 20.
Here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He'll find Moreau here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through, and that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ready. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey. Watch the twist. Check.
Zoom.
2nd and 6. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready. 15 Lonnie. High 7.
Defense, let's get it together.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check 24. Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Gregory.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Know your job. 59. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You're soft, baby. That's baby soft. Mike 24. Mike 20. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in...
Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop
He's
us.
NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Haywood. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Kill. Hey, 54. Go.
I got it. I got motion.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. All day, dog.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got him.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check it out.
Go. Exit.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
I got you, punk.
From the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, Mike 20. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Hey, we trying to run.
To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Taking it about the 16. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Check 26.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Daniels under pressure again, and down he goes again.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Sack lunch, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Slam. Kill.
Let it go.
The final shot before break. Daniels going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Hey, 58 is a mic. 58's the mic.
Rabbit.
Out.
Back to throw. Daniels. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
I'm coming after you.
Watch out.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on first down, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
24.
Hey, Mike, 20.
Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Miles Boykin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point safely through, and that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Trot.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, They've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
Ready, boys. 58, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. Man, I got you.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Benjamin's got it. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Come to my world. Squeeze. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, check 24.
2nd and 2. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
58.
He may try and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 81 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, up and good. And that will get them one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
All day. Gone. Check 31. Check 31.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. His throw incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Kill.
6. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
On third down, Daniels. Got his man. That's Harry. 23 yards on the play.
We're gonna work.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Yes.
Watch the slant. Motion.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike.
I hope you brought your look.
On first down, Daniels. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Give me the ball every time, fellas. I'm going to score.
N'Keal Harry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
Here's Watson.
Man, I got you.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Yeah, that's how we do
The
it.
Texans send the punter out. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Mike 20. Watch for flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Bop.
Hey, Mike 20.
Watch a slant.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
58's the mic. Tighten up. Pull it together.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here we go. Here we go.
30
base.
33. We own them.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Finish. Showing 8. Showing 8. Zoom.
To throw on second down, Daniels. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. N'Keal Harry, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the...
Under pressure, they got him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, 31. There we go, Mike 7, hot 7. Mike 20. 9 of them.
To try again after the sack, Watson. And he's going to go down again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
I'm here all day.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mike 20. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Chef.
4.
Watson on first down.
I'm going to run you over.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, Mike 20.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Watson now throwing on 3rd and long.
Give me some.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they should have
Just
known.
a little bit of a
They
rough
should've known,
stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Right over there. Right the elbow. Mike 58, right there.
Here we go.
Hopper. Oh, blitz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even. Rush in. Rush in.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He's going to go up top again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
That's our ball. Going the other way.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
58's the mic.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Three buzz. Switch. 58, right over there. Mike, 58,
throwing
right
again.
There.
Daniels.
Here we go.
Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown. Oakland. A big play there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Yeah, baby.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
20. Hey, alert. Check. There we go, Mike 20. Mike.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
Get that ball.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson. And the Raiders have got him.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.